Okay, so now you're in your independent box. It says the rectangular rug in Joey's room is 8.5 feet long and 5.5 feet wide. Jody used this diagram to find the area of the rug, and if you look below, it's just a picture showing you that it's 8.5 by 5.5 with all the little blocks trying to show you the size. What is the area in square feet of Jody's rug? So we're trying to find the area, so my question mark should say area, and you should know what area is from 4th grade. Area is length times width. So I went ahead and wrote that down. I know that one of them is 8.5 and the other one is 5.5. So I've written 8.5 times 5.5 and that I'm trying to find the area, so I know how to set this up. Now we're going to draw our box, doing our box method like normal. Okay, I'm going to split it in 2 pieces and I'm going to write 8, then 1/2 because we're separating them out by their values. On the other side, I'm going to split it in half. I'm going to write 5 and 1/2. So now we know we're multiplying these two numbers together. Okay. First box is fairly simple. It's 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. I'm going to circle it. This next box is 5 times 1/2. 5 times 1/2. We've learned today that you can put a 1 underneath your 5 and then multiply straight across. So 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 over 2 is an improper fraction, so I need to figure out how many times 5 goes into 2. 2 goes into 5. 2 whole times. That would be -4, which leaves me 1 left over. So it's 2 and 1/2 as a mixed number, and I'm circling that. My next one, 8 times 1/2. 8 times 1/2. Same thing, I need to put a 1 underneath my 8 so that I can then multiply straight across. 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. 8 over 2 is still an improper fraction, so I need to figure out how many times 2 goes into 8. 8 goes into 2, so think about your multiplying. 2 times what is 8? 4. I've written that down and I've circled it. Now we're into our last box. 1/2 times 1/2. Remember, you are multiplying here, so do not add these together. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. I've circled that answer. So now I need to take all of these answers and add them together. 40, 2 and 1/2. 42 and a half. 4, 1/4, 4 and 1/4. What could I multiply 1/2 by to get a denominator of 4 so that these are even and I could add them together? 2. So I'm multiplying the top and bottom by 2. Okay. 42, and then it turns into 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. I don't have a lot of space. So I'm going to erase it and I'm going to write 2/4. So now that I know, I can add these together. 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4. 42 plus 4 is 46. So the area of her rug is 46 and 3/4.